Well, howdy. So, today I'm going to do some water etching. And the way I like to do it, and the way that works for me, is I use stencils cut from vinyl on my Cricut machine. So, what that allows me to do is on this piece where I'm going to take this stencil here. I'm going to pick this little crow up, flying crow, and it will allow me to put it on there and create a resist. Resists are important in this aspect for the sponging in the water, and that resist will then allow me to have this really cool raised section. So the water will actually erode the clay that's there. So I'm going to take this guy right here, and we are going to place him right here on the back of my clay sculpture. I'll bring it in over here a little bit so you can see. I've taken it and we'll rotate this a little bit. So you can see I have put that stencil right there on that clay piece. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, because this is the important part, is I'm going to take a sponge and I'm going to dip it in some water. I got a bucket of water down here. I'm going to dip it in the water. Ta-da, water. And I am going to actually now, make sure that that's in place, and I'm going to just wipe down the clay that's around it. Now, I am wiping away, for the most part, away from my stencil. And what that does is that erodes the clay that's there, letting this crow, this flying crow piece, clean it out a little more. Every so often got to clean it up, letting that crow piece fly out of the piece. Now, you do have to wipe it down, and you get to decide how much erosion you want to do. You know, sometimes you want a lot, sometimes you want a little, but that is, you know, up to you. You just need to be careful, you know, if you can erode all the way through a piece. Now, I am doing this on a piece that is leather hard, and that is so that I'm actually eroding away. If you try to do it on anything not leather hard, you're going to run into some problems. Like it won't erode away, or it'll absorb too much moisture and the piece falls apart. As we know, can happen when you get some greenware wet again. So now we're going to come in here, and I've just done this. I've just wiped it down. And I'm using my sponge to smooth it out. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to go ahead, we're going to take this, we're going to bring in the camera a little bit closer. So we're going to take it off the piece here, but we're going to bring this in. And now, when I come over here, you can now see that I have etched into that piece that design. All right, so there is my flying crow etched into with that design, and I come in here. I think I still have enough adhesive left on the back of that vinyl. Now I am just using a cheap temporary vinyl. Permanent vinyl gives you a little more stickiness, but we'll put it on there. And just to show again, we just come in with our wet sponge and erode away. And it's a pretty quick process. This water etching process can go pretty fast. Depends on how much pressure you put down to wash off the clay. As you can see, I'm getting more clay. Clay's building up on the vinyl there. We're just gonna Now, like I say, I wipe away from my vinyl because I don't want to push the water underneath it. I just want to erode away from the piece. So we're going to keep doing that till I decide. And you get an idea of how much you've eroded when you're looking at it. You can see I look for a little bit of shadow to start getting cast. And then I know, okay, I've reached a point where I am happy with the thickness, you know, of how much I've eroded away. And this is just going to give me some texture to the piece. This particular piece, of course, has two very large crows built into it. And I wanted to give some more decoration to the figure itself. We'll do this one more time here. And we'll wipe that excess off there. All right. And we'll do it one more time. We'll come in. We'll pick up our, find a section that'll flip up for us. Sometimes you can wait so you don't damage. There you go. There's another crow. And I don't think I'll get another one out of this, but that's okay. I've got more in there. But there is the water etching technique, right? For using vinyl applied to greenware. As you can see, this one's not, it had 2 lives and then that was it. So again, oh, there we go. Water etching technique, vinyl. Easy way to add some cool little designs to your piece. Have yourselves a great day and go make something out of clay.